Hi, I'm Nefeli. Welcome to my channel.
If I gotta choose me, I won't be afraid to.
Happy New Year! We have not seen each other since last year. Too soon? Too soon. So, how is everyone doing? I hope you had an amazing New Year's Eve. And I hope the new year is treating you well so far. Welcome back to my channel. Or hello, nice to meet you. I'm Nefeli if you're new. A lot of you guys have asked me to do a makeup tutorial or a get ready with me, a glam tutorial. So today we will be doing a get ready with me glam edition. It's the makeup I do on my day-to-day basis when I want to look a little bit more glammed up, but it's still a wearable look. This is the outcome, as you can see. We're going to move through the process together. I will be sharing also some of my favorite drugstore products, and I hope you enjoy it. And if you like this type of content, leave it in the comments down below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. So let's move on to the video. Oh, hi. Didn't know you were there. Good morning to you, or good evening, wherever you are. First things first, let's get out of my PJs. So this is a lot much better. I think I will let my hair down as well. I will deal with this mess a little bit later. And we're going to move on to my makeup. My lovely cat ears. Usually I don't do a full face of makeup. I don't use foundation all over the place, but I spot foundation. I spot conceal with foundation. To be more precise, I will be using the Revolution Conceal and Define. I have a few bumps from wearing a mask all the time, the so-called masking, and this is why I need a concealer. And I will be adding a little bit under my eyes. I'm using both the foundation and the concealer in C8. Perhaps there's a little mismatch of the actual colors, but especially when I spot conceal with foundation, I don't really need to be much of a difference. And I will be going with the Revolution Super Size Conceal and Define. This is also in natural lighting, so you can actually see how it looks in real life. I was used to baking, but now I'm just using the baking powder, generally a loose powder. This is the banana luxury powder from Revolution. You will notice a pattern here with Revolution products. I think they're my favorite drugstore ones. I will be using a small kind of fluffy brush, and I will dust a little bit to set my under eyes. I found that when I'm using concealer on my lids as well, it brightens up the whole face. And with whatever is left on the brush, I just lightly tap it on the concealers, I slightly tap it on the parts of my face that I concealed. Mostly on my T-zone, where I usually get a little bit oily. Lately I have been just going on with bronzer. I think it suits me a little bit more on like in summer, where I have a little bit of tan on. Now my tan has faded all over, so I am a tiny bit hair compared to me in the summer. And I'm using a pointed kind of, it's a Bake Off by Beauty Bay. And the one I've been using like crazy is the Maybelline City Bronzer in Deep Cool. And I'm just going around the perimeter of my face, on my forehead, and a little bit under my chin. And most of the times I'm using the same bronzer, I am using it as an eyeshadow as well. It really gives a coherent look. And I'm just going with a fluffy brush. I'm going mostly for the outer corner and a little bit on my crease. And sometimes I use this for my under eye as well, but most of the times I'm using the Carnival XL Pro palette. If you follow me on my Instagram at Nefeli Atmn, you've probably seen that this was my favorite palette of 2020, and I'm usually using the Intuition. It's a dark brown here. Whatever dark brown actually works. Sometimes I use a little bit of shimmer on my lid. I think today is one of these days. If I want a really glam day, which today will be not, I use the Inspire, which is this really metallic foily shade. But most of the times I'm using from my Sofx Revolution highlighter palette, which I think you can see I have heat pan on most of the colors. I'm using the deepest one, I'm using the deepest shade, which I cannot really use for my face. I'm using it as my lid eyeshadow with my ring finger. I will be actually taking some photographs later, so that's when I'm going a little bit more extra on this makeup. And since I have my highlighter palette here, I will be getting a fan brush. I know a lot of people are over fan brushes, but I think it does a pretty good job on applying the highlight. And I will be using a mix of this whitish color and this gold one. I'm doing the nose, the tip of my nose, and I'm doing my Cupid's bow. And with whatever is left on the brush, I'm doing the eyebrow bone. And I will be getting my little like point brush, and I will go with actual the Inspire that I showed you earlier, with the Inspire here, and I will be getting just a bit on my brush, and I will be adding it to my inner corner. And I will be moving into brows and eyelashes. For my brows, I'm using just a drugstore gel brow. You can probably use Benefit Gimme Brow, but I have run out of it, so this is the best I could do in quarantine. And I will be brushing my eyebrows up. If you have any recommendations for brow gels, leave them in the comments down below, because I'm already running out of this. I think I need just a tiny bit more on this brow. This brow always gives me a hard time getting into place. Not sure why. Even though for like the past years I have been really insecure about my brows, and I have been filling them in with powder, with pomade, with waterproof gel. But for the past year I have learned to love my brows, my natural ones. This is a new mascara. It's like my third tube, but it's the Revolution mascara, the Revolution mascara. Didn't I just say that? But yeah, it's the mascara from Revolution called the Revolution mascara, if you didn't get it the first time. That's nice. And I will just be applying it to my lashes. I have a mirror right here, so that's why you see me looking down at, so I won't stab myself in the eye with the mascara wand. I've done that too many times to count, so let's not do that one more time. So these are my eyelashes after one coat, and these are my lashes without any mascara. They are like non-existent, so that's fun. If I just want to go bare minimum with everything on one day, I will be just doing my brows, concealer and mascara, and I'm good to go. I will be doing the lower lashes as well. But the best way I found that if you get mascara on your lid or under your eye or whatever, we've all been there, that we just put on mascara and we sneeze. And let me tell you, a cotton swab will do the trick. You just want to tap it lightly. You're pretty good, isn't it? It's like brand new. And because, like I said, we wear masks all the time, I have been falling back in love with the liquid lipsticks, the matte, the dry ones. But I found the Maybelline ones, Maybelline Superstay, are like not as drying as the most of them. And I found also that the 70 Amazonian is like the perfect color, the perfect nude for me. I think it's the nude that every woman should have and every woman should wear. Not sponsored. I mean, go find your perfect nude, but if you find it difficult, find the perfect nude shade for you, because most of them are too light for you. This will probably do the trick. So that's the makeup. And let me get my hair straightener, because I will be trying to straighten this mess of a hair. Hello again. If you didn't stay up until the end of the last video, this will be the announcement for you. Until further notice, we will have just one video per week, every Monday, and there will be perhaps a second video on Fridays, on some Fridays, every 2 weeks perhaps. But yeah, this was the little announcement I had to make. Let's get back to the video. I'm back with my hair straightener. I will be just plugging it and turning it on. I'm using the Remington Keratin Therapy. I think I bought it like 2-3 years ago, but it's like the best one I've ever found. It's like a second day here today, so I have already straightened it once. I won't be moving into sections with my hair, but I think you probably know how to straighten your hair, so I will make it go faster. I think you can probably notice the smoothness and silkiness of this part of the hair compared to this one, which is a mess. And the last thing I do, I take the piece of the front part of my hair, and what I'm doing is I will be curling it just a tiny bit. This is the final look, and this is the glam up, and every day is a glam up. I hope you liked this video. I hope you liked getting ready with me and glamming up with me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell if you like this video, and if you want to see more of this, just tell me in the comments down below or DM me on my Instagram at Nefeli Atmn. And until further notice, see you in the next video.